Back, everyone. I'm Wesley Kading. Thank you for joining us on our second to last day. It's semifinal day as teams are jockeying for position and final placement here. It's Friday afternoon here in Zagreb, Croatia. We've got a good one on tap here, a rematch of Italy versus Serbia. A couple of things to note here for Serbia. Number 13, Mihajlo Gosic, the 16-year-old goalie, has been outstanding for them. Strahinja Krstic and Vuk Čonkić have been the go-tos for the center position for Serbia. Luka Gladovic leads all field players, not center players, in scoring. And Vuk Kojic is one of the faster humans in the world. So watch for them to continue to contribute. On the other side of it, we have Italy. We'll get to their lineup in a second. In the last matchup between these two teams, there were 34 exclusions. 34. 7 players on Italy, including Jacopo Rubini, number 13, were rolled effectively. 3 exclusions and they were done. All right. So we'll see if cooler heads prevail here. people to watch for Italy. Gulotta, the captain, is outstanding for them, a lefty. They have 4 lefties. Giacomone, another lefty, can post up. He does everything. Marini, number 10, is a great outside shooter, right-hander for them. And Andrea Nuzzo throws harder than any player on this team. He's got an absolute cannon for a left arm. So 4 lefties, number of righties. Coach Federico Mistrangelo. He'll be assisted by Luca Minetti and Riccardo Tempestini. Tempestini, Olympian in his own right in 1980. And so here's been the matchups today thus far. New Zealand 15 under South Africa 16. Good for South Africa there. Good win for them. Singapore 18, Colombia 21, Australia 17, Iran 13, Germany 20, China 2. You got Serbia, Italy coming up after Serbia, Italy. We'll have Montenegro, Greece. And really what that is, it's a group of 4 at this point. Italy and Serbia playing, Montenegro and Greece playing. Winners of those 2 games play each other. Losers play each other. The highest any of those 4 teams can finish is 5th. The lowest is 8th. And then we move into the semifinal rounds of Spain, Croatia, and Hungary, USA. Stay with us. We've got 4 amazing games of water polo coming right up after this. We'll get started in just under a minute here. Italy doing their team cheer. Serbia jumping in. Referees for today's matchup: Ante Burra of Croatia, Shoma Kovac for Hungary. Cora Tommaso will sprint for Italy. Serbia taking their time, not quite ready yet. Usually you see Vuk Kojic sprinting, but we'll see if he does. Gosic will start. No, it looks like, yes, Gosic will start in the cage. He high-fives Krstic there, and Vuk Kojic will sprint. Starting for Serbia, Jalkovic, number 10, Andelic, number 5, Krstic, number 11, Kojic, 7, Vladovic, number 6, and Dankovic, number 9. Novakovic is the only lefty on the Serbian roster, number 12. You'll see a lot of him. Starting for Italy, Marini, Tringali Capuano, Corra, Gulotta, Massa. It looks like Giacomone. We're off and away we go with the first of 4 matches here in the afternoon. Kojic flips it, has to flip it twice. Giacomone nearly got the rebound there. So Serbia will take the first possession. Gladovic will hold and work it around to Jalkovic. Down line there, foul by Gulotta. That's Delic with the ball. All the way back over to Vladovic. Jalkovic to Kojic. Jalkovic. He shoots. Good save there by Rubini. Strong right arm. Rubini, one of the more demonstrative goalies in the tournament. He's had a very good tournament overall. However, the last time he played against Serbia, he only recorded about 20% saves, and Serbia would go on to win that. High-scoring affair, but a lot of exclusions, and so he was 5-on-6 most of the time. Kojic now with the ball. New shot clock. Gulotta guarding Andelic. Thought he had the steal. He'll swim to offense anyway. Vladovic goes inside. Contra foul. Gulotta. Marini. Italy runs more of a post-up type offense. They're a fast team. They move very well through the water, which is how they play such good defense, is their ability to cover a lot of water in, quick time. Gulota there. No malice from Kojic, but outcome there will be an exclusion. Gulota and Marini at the top. Down to Tringali Capuano at the 4. Goes all the way over to the 1. Scorra. Marini, the shot. Gosic up to the save. So each goalie recording a save on the first shot at them. Gladovic on the counterattack. He's up. Tries to go across. Giacomone there with the steal. He'll call. Dankovic wanted one. And they'll have to swim back to defense. Bobble there from Cora. Jaukovic with the ball. He'll get the steal. Get credit with the steal there. Corra will get an exclusion that'll go against Endelic. Nope, excuse me. That'll go against Dankovic. Gulota, the shot, bar out. Good field block there. We're getting an exclusion now. Gulota kind of hand-checked Jaukovic on the transition. And so he'll take 18 seconds and think about what he's done. Gladovic on the attack here, he's got position, and he'll get the 5-meter. Marini will be charged with that. That's a tough one when Marini and Gulota are awarded 5-meter/exclusions there. That's very difficult. Those two players have been staples for this Italian team throughout the entire tournament. Gulota, the captain, will throw that ball out of play. Gladovic didn't like it. Novakovic. Now the lefty to take. And he finishes high corner. Rubini shrugs it off. Not much he's going to do there. Italy will try to respond now. Again, these two teams playing for 5th through 8th. It's a semifinal for the 5th through 8th group. This is Nuzzo now. Tringali Capuano. Nuzzo. Tringali Capuano. Nuzzo. Tringali Capuano set that up beautifully. If you watch this, these two played a little catch, right? But each time Tringali Capuano passed it back to Nuzzo, he moved a little to his left. In doing so, he creates this lane right there, and he's able to finish that shot. So by moving without the ball, Tringali Capuano puts one away there, knotting us up at 1. And Delic, big fake there. Čonkić in the game now for Serbia in the middle. Going to get an exclusion immediately. Čonkić will draw that. Big Serbian center. He's young. He's got another U20 left in him as he's born in 2007. Novakovic all the way across. Neskovic into Čonkić, and he earned it, so he gets to score it. So Čonkić gives Serbia a 2-1 lead. A nice finish there from Čonkić. He's been a lot of fun to watch, the young centerman for Serbia. Does a lot of things really well. Second youngest player on the team. Behind Gosic. So you'll definitely be seeing Gosic and Čonkić at the next U20. 2 years. Good move there. That's Traimarki. Get a foul. Now we're going to need a contra foul and an exclusion against Traimarki. Neskovic, another younger player, tries to go across there. Good pick out by Marini. Nutso would carry. Tringali Capuano tries to go for a second time, that time off the ordinary foul there. Unable to convert. Exclusion coming. That'll go against Nutso. And Delic now. And Delic. Novakovic. Novakovic all the way over now. Shot there, and Delic. He's got an absolute howitzer. I mean, he throws the ball so darn hard. Watching him warm up, you're wondering why the ball's not coming out of his hand more often. There it works to his advantage. 3-1 now. Serbia over Italy. 2:40 remaining in the first quarter of play. No foul trouble yet for Italy, meaning nobody in two fouls. Gulotta, Nutso, Marini, Gandolfo, and Traimarki each have one. For Serbia, Kojic and Dankovic both have one exclusion. Strahinja Krstic back in the game. He's flanked by Gajic, Neskovic, Gladovic, Novakovic, and Dokanovic. Tringali Capuano. They use Gulotta. Gulotta down line to Giacomone. Watch for Giacomone. He likes to post up. Work inside. Tringali Capuano goes in. Exclusion coming, but it'll go against Krstic. Nice draw there from Di Corrado. Gulotta. Over to Cora. Good find. Better save from Gosic. And the rebound just takes an unlucky bounce for Serbia as that goes right back to Cora. And Dokanovic will be called for the 5-meter. So Tringali Capuano will attempt to make this a 1-goal game with 2:07 left in the first quarter of play. And he scores. 3-2 now, Serbia leading. Gajic looking inside, contra foul coming. We got a contra foul leading to a delay of game exclusion against Neskovic. Ball swing over now. Cora working inside. Up top, that's Loré. Loré with the bar down. He knocks us up a 3. Good finish there from Thomas Loré. Good defense there. Like Gandolfo with the tip away. Loré will be credited with the steal, though. Ball swings down line now. Tringali Capuano. And he shoots. They'll give Gosic a save. Up top, Marini. Emanuele Marini has been outstanding for this Italian team. He's got 10 goals. Third most on the team. I guess second most. He's tied with Giacomone, who also has 10, but Gulotta 14. There's a steal by Loré, his second. Last minute of play in the first quarter here. 3-3 Serbia and Italy. Correa down line to Loré. Contra foul. That'll go against Di Corrato. Ladovic with the ball. 35 on the game, 18 on the clock. Up top now. Kojic. Kojic with the quick release, beating Rubini back door. Look at how quickly Kojic gets rid of the ball. Long arms of Kojic. He's got a very long whip. Italy down line. Gulotta. Gulotta and Tringali Capuano. Looks like Ladovic will get called for the exclusion against the face. And they'll wave it off. They'll wave it off and they'll go immediately to VAR to see if he released the ball. VAR comes back quickly. No goal. That'll take us to the end of the first quarter play. Italy 3, Serbia 4. Second quarter of action coming right up. So exclusion there. Serbia with the 6-on-5. Kojic with the ball now. We'll get a contra foul. That'll go against Krstic. In the game now for Italy, Federico Castrucci, the goalie. Rubini will enjoy the rest of this game most likely like any other fan. Cora with the ball. Nutso, and there's Nutso's shot from 9 meters out. Gosic. And Delic. And Delic, the rip, just decides to go kind of on the quick there. That bar's out as well. 4-3 Serbia, 6:55 left in the second quarter of play. Cora on the counter. Good save by Gosic. And we'll have a little swim meet here. Krstic, who was late coming back, is early on the up. Gosic thinks better of the pass and waits. Jalkovic now. He'll go all the way across. That's Novakovic. Kojic and Jalkovic. Foul there. Jalkovic goes into Krstic, and Krstic draws an exclusion. Good entry pass there from Jalkovic. And Novakovic on the quick. Krstic gets that ball right to him. Novakovic finishes. 5-3 now. Serbia over Italy. 6:16 remaining in the second quarter of play. Couple of changes being made now. Casavola in for Italy. Massa, Marini, Cora, Giacomone, and Di Corato. Marini, we're going to get an exclusion here. Casavola calling for assistance. Cora, Marini, Giacomone, skip, near side. Gosic makes that save look so easy. We're going to get a stoppage. They're going to go VAR and review if Casavola was hit. So it'll be a violent action. And again, 95% of all VAR reviews are done behind the scenes, and they review every shot, any kind of controversy, so on and so forth. This is a challenge that has been initiated by Italy. Now, the booth has the ability to initiate a challenge if there's a goal, not a goal, and they feel it was called incorrectly based on what they're seeing. In this instance, Italy is challenging the call to see if there was a violent action. And Coach Mastrangelo is having a spirited debate with Kovac, the referee. And so they're going to zoom in on the center position here, looking for a penalty. Yellow card has been issued to Coach Mastrangelo of Italy. They'll deem it no penalty. And Serbia will get the ball. Čonkić comes in immediately, draws an exclusion, because that's what Čonkić does. And Serbia on another 6-on-5. and they go right to Čonkić. Pass a little bit behind him. And it looked like Massa got a hand on it and able to tip it to his compaisan. Italy recovers. We're on the way. 5-3, Serbia leading here in this rematch of Serbia and Italy. Ordinary foul now. Entry pass. That will be exclusion on Gladovic. That's his second. Timeout Italy. They'll call a timeout. Second quarter, 4:51 remaining. We'll be right back with more action right after this. Italy 6-on-5 coming out of the timeout here. Only 8 on their shot clock because they waited about 8 seconds after the exclusion. Nutso shoots. Stopped by Gosic. Tough position to put those guys in with about 10, 11 seconds on the reset after the timeout. Ball swings out. Čonkić back in the game. Those timeouts allow for Serbia to set their defense as well. As much as Italy gets to set their offense, Serbia gets to set their defense. Turnover there. Steal will be awarded to Kulota. And so by Serbia resetting their defense, Čonkić doesn't have to play defense, so he goes and waits for the lifetime sub. Marini now. Nutso, Golota. Nutso. Golota goes inside. Giacomone. Gosic thought he had it. Giacomone, there's the post up from Giacomone. A good finish here. The lefty. They go a triple lefty set. Golota, Nutso, and Giacomone. The 3 lefties work it around. Giacomone posts up and puts it in the back of the net. Or just across the goal line in that particular instance. Giorgio Giacomone, 11 goals in the tournament. He's been a lot of fun to watch. He's got a very bright future. Čonkić will take a break. Krstic in the game now. Andelic, Jelkovic, Novakovic. Looks like Dankovic over there. Yep. And Dokanovic. Dokanovic will start with the ball on the reset. Down to Andelic. Dokanovic to Novakovic. Dokanovic. Novakovic. He's got Dokanovic. Uses him. Dokanovic up, and he goes lob, and Castrucci survives that one. Barr saves him, and here we go. Italy on the break. Tringali Capuano, short pass. Tringali Capuano collects. And Dankovic does a nice job, and so while they were up at one end, that means they're down at the other. Jakovic on the attack. Jalkovic, good catch up by Kora. Jalkovic draws the ordinary. Serbia will attack. Let's try to set up their offense. Krstic has position. And immediately Italy drops back to help on Krstic. Delic, there's a rip. That's what you expect out of him now. his second goal of the game. Good shot by Andelic. Look at how he fakes the near side. Goes cross cage. When you catch, shoot, score, you go near side. When you catch fake like that a couple of times, got to go back the other way. It's his 8th goal of the tournament. So Gladovic with 2, Golota with 2. Golota in the game. Gladovic is not. Exclusion coming. Casavola earns another one. Admovic has yet to exit. 5-meter called against Admovic. He did not exit the pool. Gonna look at, see if there was a violent action against Casavola. Admovic will have to go out of the pool because he was excluded. But he's done. That's the 3rd against him. So it'll be a 5-meter. Go against Admovic. He's finished for the day. Goal from Golota. His first on the day. 5-6 now. Referees will call the ball out. Serbia has challenged the violent action to say Admovic was the victim of a crime. And VAR will take a look at it. No violent action. Much ado about nothing at that point. All that waiting around just ends up with 1 goal for Italy. And we'll get back to playing some water polo here. Krstić in the game now. Goes out to Novakovic. 2:23 remaining in the second quarter of play here. And Delic, he'll draw an exclusion. That'll be no malice. Starting to see shades of the last time these two teams played as they start to mix it up a little bit. Number 11, Krstić for Serbia has been kicked out. Number 11, Gandolfo has been kicked out for Italy. We'll play 5-on-5. That's Gandolfo's second exclusion. Ball will come out. Serbia will retain possession. Exclusion coming. Jelkovic draws that one. So 5-on-4 now. 9 seconds remaining. Novakovic cross cage bar out. And Delic up top. Admovic. Novakovic down line. Dankovic, and he does not score. Castrucci keeps that one out of the back of the net. A good save there by Castrucci as Italy was coming even. So 6-on-6 now. Exclusion, that'll go against Vuk and Delic. Italy 6-on-5. There's a shot. Tringali Capuano, his third of the day, leading all scorers. Nice finish there from Tringali Capuano. Goalie had near side. Shot blocker had the cross cage. Beat your blocker. Don't have to beat your goalie. Chonkic in the game now, as well as Gajic, Dankovic, Novakovic, Dokanovic, and Kojic is back in the game. So Gajic, Dokanovic, Dankovic now, Kojic. Gajic, the shot, bar in. Good finish there from Gajic, his first goal of the game. Tip away there. We'll get a contra foul. Good effort from Novakovic getting the steal. Ordinary foul there. That's Dankovic. He goes outside to Novakovic. He's got Kojic up top. He'll use him. Kojic on the attack. He can score from there. Thinks better of it. 16 on the shot clock. Goes inside. Chonkic. Great move by Chonkic. But a better save by Castrucci as he's up to the task. Exclusion coming. Chonkic earning another one. No, I'm sorry, it was an over-aggressive on the perimeter. So Dankovic earning that. Try to go inside. They find Chonkic. Fun to watch the young man play. Look at the touch. Great finish by Chonkic. how he's able to make it go back cross cage there. It's incredible. And so 8-6, Serbia leading. 20 seconds left in the first half of play. Foul there. Tringali Capuano holding. Wants to go all the way across and does. Gulota turns that over. 8 on the clock now. We'll see if Stokanovic does anything with it. 4 on the clock now, and that's stolen back away by Cora. No shot. 8-6 Serbia over Italy, halftime. Couple of foul troubles. Marini 2, Gandolfo and Gulota 2 for Italy. Gladovic, Kurstic with 2 apiece, and Admovic is done for the day with 3. We'll be right back with the second half of action right after this. We're back with third quarter of action here. Serbia and Italy getting together one final time for this tournament. This team's playing for 5th through 8th positioning. Serbia leading 8-6 here. They'll win the sprint. Čonkić in the game now for Serbia. Watch for him in the middle. He's guarded by Di Corrado. Jelkovic, Admovic. Sorry, that's Andelic. And there's a rip. That's unbelievable. The talent level on these players is truly something special. Their ability to shoot accurately with so much velocity while treading, of course. Being hammered by their opponent, 9-6 Serbia over Italy. Gladovic back in the game. Neskovic getting some action. And Neskovic gets a steal. Back and forth, Jelkovic now. Goes inside. Draws an exclusion. Look at that. There's Andelic with the post up. They don't really have to do that a whole lot given the dominance from Čonkić and Krstić, but Gladovic now up top, Jelkovic. Neskovic to Gladovic. Looking for Čonkić. They find him. Nutso roofs him. Just flat denies that from getting all the way to Castrucci. And Castrucci will outlet the ball now to Gulota. Exclusion coming. That'll go against Čonkić. Shot there. Gosic up to the task. Goal there from Italy. A good shot by Cora. Nice pass from Nutso. Delic drawing the foul. Jelkovic. Exclusion coming. That'll go against Tringalika. No. It'll go against. It's like Giacomone. A lot of away from ball stuff. Jelkovic with the slam home. Nice find from Novakovic. Serbia 10, Italy 7. 5:38 remaining in the third quarter of play. exclusion coming. Italy on the attack. Neskovic will have to go to the box. Cora up top. Marini. Second exclusion coming. Gotta go against number 12, Novakovic. So 6-on-4 now. Marini. Tengali Capuano to Golotta. Golotta to there's Marini with the ball again. He goes down. Cora over the head of Gosic. Jelkovic. And Delic back to Jelkovic. He'll use Gladovic. Gladovic, a very good scorer from here. Jelkovic and Delic. And Delic's shot. Good rip there. Castrucci just not on that one. Too much heat on it. (11-8) now. Serbia over Italy. 4:47 left in the third quarter play on Delic, leading all scorers for Serbia. He has 3. Tringali Capuano has 3 for Italy. Warming up outside in the warm-up pool, Greece and Montenegro. They're the second half of this 5-8 grouping. Gulota goes inside. Casavola there looking to flick it on and unable to do so. Marini defending Novakovic. He gets out. Čonkić coming in. And now Novakovic. He posts up. Marini takes the exclusion. Novakovic. Čonkić was having a heck of a time getting in. And so Novakovic did it himself. Ball down to Novakovic. Tries to go inside. Another good finish there from Jelkovic. Jelkovic his third. So Andelic and Jelkovic each with 3 goals now. Both shooting 3 for 4. 75% each. 6 for 8 combined. (12-8) Serbia over Italy. Marini is done. That's his third exclusion. Gulota and Gandolfo have 2 exclusions for Italy. Gladovic, Krstic, and Neskovic have 2 exclusions for Serbia. A host of other players have 1. Nobody else, though, with 2. 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play. Looks like Jelkovic tipped that to Gosic. Casavola just had his head underwater. They're going to review. Contra foul there. That'll go against Novakovic. Italy on the counter. Gulota. Gulota. Shot there. Contra foul. Gosic pulls it off the end line and he'll pass it up. It's Gajic to Novakovic. Look at the shot from Novakovic. When this Serbian team plays loose, they are so tough to stop. Novakovic, no exception. Cross cage high. just beating Kastrucci to the spot. 13-8 now. Serbia establishing a 5-goal lead. 3:09 left in the third quarter of play. Lotta now. Italy will need to respond here. Corra holding. He's got Di Corrato in the middle. They're trying to work to him. Kojic on the drop. And so Gulotta up top. Giacomone shoots, skip near side, and good response from Italy. Giacomone has been key for this Italian team. I've really enjoyed watching the lefties of this, not to say anything about the righties, but the lefties on this Italian team work. There's some synergy there, having 4 lefties. You've always got at least one in the game. Gulotta very rarely ever takes a break. But Giacomone showing how kind of versatile he is. He's posted up today, drawn exclusions, gone inside. He shoots and scores from the outside there. Strong left-handed group here. And from what I understand, and Coach tells me, there was another lefty that had exams this week and couldn't make it here. So you figure 5 lefties. What you do with all of them in practice, but they're there. Gladovic up top. Kojic goes inside. Great defense there by Di Corrato. He just flips that ball away. Krstic, no chance. Lorre now. That looks like Massa. To Corra. Tringali Capuano. Corra and Massa. Lorre. Massa goes inside. Ball under. Gandolfo thought he had it. Thought wrong, and Serbia gets possession back. 13-9 now, minute 50 remaining in the third quarter of play. Gladovic playing with 2 exclusions. Gajic comes back to Dankovic. Gajic goes inside. Exclusion coming. That'll go against Massa. His first. Dankovic. Gladovic. Krstic. There's Krstic. Wonder when he get going. That's his first in the game. On the 6-post step out. (14-9) now, minute 25 remaining in the third quarter. Gulotta back in with Nuzzo. Good entry pass there. Exclusion coming. That'll go against Gajic, his first. And Casavola getting mixed up again. Rubini back in the cage for Italy. Referees will pull the ball out. They're going to separate the 2 teams. Looking for violent action. So they draw the exclusion there. That's not what they're looking at. Looking at the head bobbling. And players underwater. Looks like Dokanovic. They're going to kick both players out. And so Zavola is done. Dokanovic is done. Marini is done. Admovic is done. Every single field player for Italy has an exclusion. Every single field player for Serbia has an exclusion except Jalkovic. 2 players from each team have been excluded from the game with substitution. Gulota, 4 on 5 here. Corra the shot, and he puts it away. 14-10 now. Serbia leading Italy. Good finish by Corra. It's his 3rd of the game. Tying him with Trengale Capuano, 3 apiece. Pacing the way. On the other side of it, Andelic, Jalkovic, Novakovic, all with 3 goals. Gladovic, Jalkovic, Kojic, Jalkovic, Kojic. He's dangerous from there. Goes inside. Nice entry pass by Kojic. Gajic drawing the exclusion on that one. They go immediately into kind of a 3-3. Gladovic trying. Gulota reads. Gulota steals, and Gulota has numbers now. 20 seconds in the quarter. Gulota will take it himself. Gosic tried to come out and fake him, but Gulota, having none of it, cuts the deficit to 3, 13 seconds remaining. Italy 11, Serbia 14. Okay, so Casavola is done. Dokanovic is done. Marini is done. Gandolfo is done. Admovic is done. 5 players out of the game now, combined of the 24 field players. Remember, last time these 2 teams faced off, there were 34 total exclusions, and I think something like, if memory serves, 11 or 12 players done from the game. So that ball will sail over the cage. 14-11, end of the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back with our final quarter of action. Don't go anywhere. Got a lot more water polo coming up. I'm Wesley Kading with World Aquatics. You're watching the Men's U20 World Championships. So here we go, final frame of action. Italy trailing 11-14. Today's contest, stick with me here, 16 exclusions against Italy, 16 exclusions against Serbia. So last time they played, there were 34 exclusions. We're at 32 with a whole quarter left, and there's a goal by Cora. Cuts the deficit to 2. Not that we are hoping they get more exclusions, but the way the game is played and refereed today, it's a near certainty that that will happen. And so Italy, Nuzzo will take a break. Italy cuts the deficit to 2, 14-12, 7:35 remaining. Kojic with the ball now. Exclusion coming, so there's 35. And they're going to pull the ball out. We might get a couple more here. Massa's done, so he gets 2-for-1 special. That'll put Massa out of the game. So Cazavola, Marini, Gandolfo, Massa, they're done. Jokanovic and Admovic, they're done. Unfortunately for Italy, the 4 players excluded didn't score any goals, so they're not missing too much of the firepower aspect of things. Jokanovic and Admovic also, for Serbia, have not scored. It seems that the defensive players, if you will, are getting excluded. There's a goal by Dankovic, his second today. Cazavola getting rolled there. We haven't counted his 3 exclusions. And Jokanovic, who was part of the Cazavola altercation, also excluded. There's 2 that aren't counted for him. And Massa, because he was game misconduct there, there's 2 that's not counted for him. So we're missing 5, 6, 7. So we're at 39 exclusions now. Shot. Good save by Gosic. Well, rebound. Hit the lane line. Italy retained possession. 12-15. Italy trailing Serbia here in a 5-8 pairing. Winner will take on the winner of Montenegro, Greece, which is up next. Loser will take on the loser of Montenegro, Greece. Again, 5-8. Highest these 2 teams can finish. Either of these 2 teams can finish as 5. We're at 40 exclusions now, and the lowest either of these 2 teams can finish is 8th. Gulotta, go over to Cora. Cora's been very good today. Gulotta, Giacomone, Cora. Tringali Capuano. We'll go to Gulotta. Back to Tringali Capuano. He's got near side and finds it. Real live arm on Tringali Capuano. His 4th of the day. He and Cora pacing the game with 4 apiece. Jelkovic, Novakovic, and Delic with 3 apiece. Gulotta, Giacomone with 2 for Italy, and Čonkić with 2 for Serbia. Thomas Lore with 1 for Italy. Vukojic, Gajic, Dankovic, Krstic all with 1. Inside pass. Good flip away there. Good hustle. Love to see that by Gajic, and he earns a 5-meter penalty. Gajic just a hustler. That was nice. He'll go over to Novakovic, the lefty, to take it. Novakovic, he scores. reestablishes the 3-goal lead for Serbia, 16-13. Milan Aleksic in the stands today, Vice President of the Serbian Federation, here watching his fellow countrymen battle it out versus Italy. Aleksic, a bronze medal in 2012 and golds in 2016 and 2020. Di Corrado left wide open, but that's because he shoved off. Gosic will pass it out. Down line now, Novakovic. Serbia looking to take a 4-goal lead here. Inside pass, Čonkić, great move, and 5-meter immediately. Di Corrado, his second exclusion against him. Čonkić continues to draw exclusions. One of the exclusions earlier, the 5-meter, was actually called against Rubini. So now, the only player on Italy without an exclusion is the number 1 goalie, Castrucci. The number 13 goalie has an exclusion. Goal there. 4-goal lead now for Serbia. 17-13, 5:12 remaining. Novakovic, who scored that 5-meter, puts up his 5th goal of the day. There'll be another exclusion there. Well, that'll go against Jaukovic. I think he's done. Might be his 3rd. Ball tipped away. Shot there. Good save by Gosic. Long rebound. Kojic looks all the way up. Finds Vladovic. Vladovic went on nobody. Rubini will be called for a 2nd exclusion. Only Jaukovic's 2nd, so he'll get to play a little more polo. Rubini with 2 exclusions now. Vladovic to take. And Tringali Capuano has been thrown out of this game. Or just excluded for not obeying the ref's orders. Yeah, just a single exclusion. Vladovic scores. Serbia 18, Italy 13, 4:34 remaining. Culture is defined by what you choose to say no to. And Shoma Kovac, the referee from Hungary, had enough, and Tringali Capuano not moving away from the shooter. I'm willing to bet the next time Kovac asks somebody to move away from a 5-meter shooter, they do so very quickly. Here's another exclusion coming. That'll go against, I think, Gajic. Yep, Gajic, his 2nd. Tringali Capuano with the ball, up top to Cora. Cora to Gulota. Giacomone, the skip near side. Good finish by Giacomone. Cuts the deficit to 4 with 4:13 remaining. Giacomone his 4th goal of the game, tying Tringali Capuano and Corra for apiece. .24 extra man possessions, number of 5 meters. Giacomone with 3 now. Gladovic holding, he'll go up top. Gajic holding, down to Kojic. Gajic, Gladovic. Inside pass, great move there by Krstic, drawing the exclusion. That one will go against Nuzzo, and a quick shot, no goal. Good block there by Castrucci, who's taken over for Rubini. Rubini has 2 exclusions. 1 save on the day for Rubini on 12 shots. Castrucci 2 saves on 9. Gosic, who's been in the game the whole time for Serbia, 10 saves on 24 shots. Gulota. Di Corrado and Gulota. Foul there. Good long arms of Kojic. He lets out a roar. 3:21 remaining. Exclusion coming. That will go against Giacomone, his 2nd. Gladovic down line now. Dankovic goes to Kojic, back to Gladovic. His shot, bar out. He'll get the long rebound. New 18-second. Dankovic goes inside to Krstic. Krstic somehow gets to it. Slips out of his hand at first, but not second. Big, strong center of Serbia there. Wrists it in underneath the arms of Castrucci. Krstic headed to University of Southern California in the fall. He'll be joined by a number of other Serbians, including Mihailo Vukacic, Stefan Brankovic, Andrej Grgurevic. Grgurevic half Australian, half Serbian. Corra down the line now. Gulota. Corra. Gulota the rip. Good shot high near side. No field defender there to speak of. And so he said, okay, I got no problem with that. You see Kojic a little out of position. So Gulota scores 15-19. Italy trailing Serbia here in our 5-8 grouping. Gulota, Giacomone with 3 apiece. Tringali Capuano and Corra 4 apiece. Lore with the single. Jalkovic with 3 goals of his own today. He'll go across now to Dankovic. Exclusion coming. That'll go against Corra, his 2nd. Six on 5 for Serbia here. Novakovic, shot. Rebound. Neskovic, he finds Jalkovic in the middle at the 5 post. And Jalkovic puts that one away. 20-15. Serbia over Italy. 1:50 remaining. Let's run through the exclusion totals here. Gulota with 2, Giacomone with 2, Di Corrado with 2, Lore with 1, Cazavola 3, Tringali Capuano with 2, Nuzzo with 2, Corra with 2, Marini, Gandolfo, Massa with 3, Rubini, the goaltender, with 2, and Traimarchi with 1. On the other side of it, Gajic with 2, Čonkić and Endelic with 1, Gladovic with 2, Kojic with 1, Dokanovic with 3, Dankovic with 1. We'll update you in a second. Jalkovic, Krstic with 2, Novakovic with 1, Admovic with 3, Neskovic with 2. Goal there Good finish by Giacomone. That'll be Kojic called for it, his second. Giacomone now with 4 goals. (16-20). Italy trailing Serbia. 1:32 remaining in the fourth quarter of play. Coming up next, Montenegro and Greece in our final group of 5 through 8 matches. Chonkic drawing another exclusion. That'll be it for Cora, his third. Neskovic now at the 4. Goes all the way across to Novakovic at the 1. There's Kojic. Kojic could finish. Italy with 5 players excluded from the game with substitution. Means they have 1 substitute available to them that's not a goalkeeper. Exclusion coming. That'll go against Gajic, his third. He'll be done. Gulota. All the way over to Nuzzo now. Back up to Gulota. Fake. Tringali Capuano. Tremarchi. Tringali Capuano, he's got the look. Gives it up to Di Corrato, who sails that one over the cage. 24 seconds remaining. Jelkovic. Giacomone will earn his third exclusion. Neskovic, 4 seconds left. Castrucci with the save. And that'll take us to the end of Serbia-Italy. Up next, Montenegro-Greece. We move forward. Winner of Montenegro-Greece takes on Serbia. Loser takes on Italy. We'll be right back with more action from the men's U20 World Championships here in Zagreb, Croatia. All right, here we go. The second match of two in our group of 5 through 8. Earlier, just moments ago, Serbia finished off Italy, and so they'll take on the winner of this match. The loser of this match will play Italy tomorrow as they fight for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. What we have here today, Montenegro versus Greece. Our second match in the afternoon. It's been a lot of fun watching some great water polo here at the Men's U20 World Championships. I'm Wesley Cady. I want to thank you for joining us all week as our semifinals will start after this game, and then, of course, final placements tomorrow. Sprinting here for Greece. number 12, Nikolaos Giannatos. The lefty wins the sprint. He'll dump it off to Nikolaitis, and we're off and away we go. Yogaris with the ball now. Look for Spachis in the middle, number 11, the big center man, Samir Spachis, outstanding for Greece. Tough for any team to deal with. Laskaridis with the ball. He'll go back up top. Nikolaitis. Oh, what a shot from Nikolaitis. He had Nikoljevic all over him, but he was still strong enough to finish cross cage there. Nice work by Nikolaitis. And so Greece starts the scoring 1-0. These games oftentimes difficult to play in. A day after you just lost and knocked out of medal contention. Danilo Stupar with the ball now. I want to call him out. He's been truly sensational this tournament. The big young lefty. I believe he's the youngest player on this team. So we'll be seeing him for years to come at the U20. He and Nikola Petrovic, number 15, both 2007s. But Stupar doesn't really show his age when the man's got 10 goals and lead scoring for Montenegro. There's a real chance he doesn't come back to another U20 because he's with the Montenegrin senior team. We'll have to wait and see where his career takes him, but certainly the future is bright for that young man. Laskaridis with the ball now. Entry pass, spot, exclusion now. That is the other young member of the team, the second of two 2007s. Shot there. Nikola Petrovic called for the exclusion. Goal. In the cage for Montenegro, Andrea Bjelica. In the cage for Greece, Mr. Vekris. Occasionally we see Partsoglu, the number 1 cap for Greece, come in. Yesterday it was all Danilo Rajevic, excuse me. 2-0 Greece here, 6:51. We're a minute and 9 seconds into this game. Yogaris for Greece guarding the top. Yogaris has been really outstanding for Greece all tournament. He defended yesterday in a very close matchup between Greece and Croatia. Greece was up 7-3 at halftime against Croatia, and Croatia stormed back. Ball under, good defense there. That's Giannatos, the lefty, getting the steal. Giannatos just forgot to look down line, and Markovic got the steal there. Ball flips over the cage. Montenegro will retain possession. Pass out now to Nikoljevic. Nikoljevic with a full head of steam. He can score from there. And good shot, good save by Bekris. Montenegro will get possession back. New head coach for Montenegro, Savic, has changed some things around this Montenegrin U20 team. A little younger than we typically see at these games, as a number of players are being called up and training with that senior team. A couple of players on the Montenegrin team eligible for U18. Good steal there by Greece. That's Orestes Zervadakis with the steal. Good to see him back in the game. Exclusion coming. That'll go against number 9 there, Ivan Markovic. Referees today, Yang Peng of China and Alex Marquez Mas of Spain. Shot there from Yogaris, denied by Bjelica. Foul there, Radanovic. Shot. That one's tipped out by Bekris. He's frustrated with that. Perov just threw it at the cage. You can't score unless you shoot. And so all he does is put that ball on cage, and Vectris has to deal with it, and Montenegro gets another offensive possession. 2-0 Greece here early on. Only 3 minutes and 15 seconds into the game. Foul coming. Radanovic wants it, and he takes it, and he scores. Good finish there, near side. Vectris relying on his field defenders. It looks like Zervadaki's got a piece of it, but not enough. Montenegro cuts the lead now, 2-1. Stupar with the wrist. Backhanded shot there. Vectris up to the challenge. Good quick release by Stupar, but Vectris in good position. Anytime Stupar is posting up or has the ball, you've got to be alert as a goalkeeper because he can score, can and will score from just about anywhere if you're not. And so Lascaridis with the ball now. He'll go inside. That ball just skips past. Looks like Candano Leon in the middle. And Montenegro with the steal. Stupar goes down line. Samardzic. Stupar up top. Going to get an exclusion here. That'll go against number 12, Giannatos. Matijasevic with the ball now. Matijasevic down line. Samardzic, Stupar, Matijasevic. Matajasevic's shot, sails just wide. Past the cage, and Montenegro squanders a golden opportunity to tie this game up. 3:13 in the first. Stupar down line. Samardzic. Vectris another good save. Vectris 80% saves, 4 or 5 right now. Finds Lascaridis. Over to Totis. Totis also been really impressive this week. One of the better field defenders, perimeter defenders in the world. Shot there, that sails wide. But Lessi's with that one. Totis has had an enviable task of taking on usually the other team's best shooter. And so against Croatia last night, he basically shut down Pavlic for 3/4 of the game until Pavlic became possessed and scored a couple of huge goals for Croatia. Ordinary foul there. Hadjic in the middle. Up top to Stupar. Stupar shoots over the cage. 1:52 remaining in the first quarter of play. It's at this point in the tournament, after you've been knocked out of medal contention, you've been playing every day, practices. These teams do pretty much double days every single day throughout the week here. I was surprised by that when I first saw it. Stupar on the counterattack. Montenegro has numbers, and now they don't. Greece very fast, catches up. Goes from a 3-on-2 to a 3-on-4 pretty quick. Stupar will kick it out, and it'll come back to him. Pressed by Lascaridis. He's got Hadjic in the middle. Stupar. Entry to Hadjic. Hadjic's shot. That's beautiful work. Good pass by Stupar. Better finish by Hadjic. So the teams practice every single day. Before the tournament, they do double days. They get an hour 2 times a day. And then during game days, they'll have a game in the afternoon or morning, and they'll have practice in the afternoon or morning. And so they're spending a solid 3 hours a day in the pool in 2 separate sessions, broken up into 2 separate sessions between games, warm-ups, practice, and so on and so forth. And so by now, if you're out of medal contention, you kind of take a deep breath, and your body they're sore, everybody's getting treatment, and even though they're U20s, doesn't mean they're immortal, though they might feel like it. Good finish there. That's Janovic with the goal. It was a real highlight yesterday for Montenegro as they dropped a tough one to Spain. Beckery's unable to keep that one out of the cage. And so very quickly here in the last minute, Montenegro goes up 3-2 after trailing 2-0 early. Exclusion coming. Giannatos skips it just over the cage. No save there. Shot. Beckery steals. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-2 Montenegro over Greece. We'll be right back with the second quarter of action here in our final game of our 5th through 8 bracket. I'm Wesley Kading with World Aquatics. You're watching the men's U20 World Championships in Zagreb, Croatia. Set to start the second quarter of play here. Looks like Lykoudis will take the sprint. Janovic set to take the sprint for Montenegro. Janovic will win that one. Montenegro on the attack, Janovic with the ball. Foul there. Kaljevic swings it over to Petrovic, and Petrovic wastes no time putting Montenegro up 4-2. Good finish there from Petrovic. Vekri's just a little lethargic there. Not quite moving the way we've seen him move. Yes, he jumped the other direction. So Greece on the attack, looking to respond. Nikolaidis, that looks like Pitsakos. Yeah, Pitsakos goes down to Giannatos. Inside to Spakis, he'll get called for the push-off. Contra foul. Giannatos goes back down to Pitsakos. He tries to go inside, this time to, what was that, Nikolaidis in the middle there. So the big man's going 2-2. It's a long swim. You can see him basically trailing everybody but the ball over there, and there's Nikolaidis finally getting into the defense. That is a very difficult task to be a defender, then post up, and then have to swim back out, especially against a guy with the speed of Janovic, who just won the sprint. Entry pass. Theogatis will be kicked out for that one. Over the top, Petrovic or earn it. Janovic. Like to see Janovic shoot a little bit more. He's got an absolute rocket. Does a nice job setting up his shots. Stupar, Janovic. Well, Nikolaidis just palmed him, and we'll get a contra foul against Nikolaidis on the counterattack. He went right at Janovic. Janovic loses his bonnet. Stupar with the ball now. Reset. Kaljevic. Janovic. Janovic takes the ordinary. He'll try again, and that's why. He kind of rolls his head like, there we go, finally. Janovic is very, very talented. He hasn't shot a lot in some of the bigger games because he's so focused on defense. And as we talked about, he's an outstanding defender and extremely fast. Greece will make a couple of subs. Montenegro up now 5-2. Janovic's second goal of the game. He leads all scorers. Only Nikolaidis has scored for Greece. He's got both goals. Bialica is 2 for 4. 50% save percentage. Vekris has been challenged 10 times. He's 5 for 10, so 50% save percentage for him. Steal there, like Kudis. Excuse me, turnover there by like Kudis. Going the other way. Stupar looking across. Nothing doing. He'll move it back up top. Markovic with the ball. Just hold. He'll let his offense collect and come all the way down. He'll swing it over to Nikolaidis. Back to Markovic. Petrov in the middle, Stupar with the turn. Good turn by Stupar. He's eligible. He goes bar down, but they're going to call encroachment, if you will. He stepped too far in on that one. Steps too far in. Foul there. Tsakos. Comes up top to Nikolaitis. Tsakos. Giannatos. Going to get an off-ball exclusion. Better go against Nikolaievich. That's the difficult task of guarding Spachis there. Tsakos. What a feed to Nikolaitis. But better defense from Montenegro. That's good effort there from Montenegro as they crashed down and took away the advantage. Bielica passes it out. We got Markovic with the ball. Careful. Look at the rip from him. Cross cage, but bar out. Long rebound. Dragovic. Stupar. Nikolaievich. Oh, good move by him. He smiles a little bit, says, well, thought I had one there. Just trying to take the big Spachis in the middle, but he had help from Alessis that time. Tsakos on the counter. He'll carry it into the offense. Nothing doing. Ordinary foul. Down line like Kudis. Like Kudis has a really quick trigger, so watch for him to shoot quite a bit here. There's the shot. Good save by Bielica, excuse me. Like Kudis now. Up top. Alessis swings it across to Tsakos. Down line to Giannatos. And back up top. Shot there. Good finish from Tsakos. That'll cut the deficit down by 1. Greece 3, Montenegro 5, 3:36 remaining. Good shot by Tsakos. Look at how he sets this up. Good fake and goes cross cage. Just over the arm there of the center defender. 8 goals for him in the tournament. (5-3) Montenegro over Greece currently. 3:36 remaining in the second quarter of play. Winner of this match will take on Serbia for 5th place tomorrow. Loser will take on Italy. They'll play for 7th. Stupar. Up top now. Janovic down line. Samardzic up to Stupar. Stupar. Good block. And there's Totis. Stupar, obviously a very threatening lefty, as long as he is, and he's leading the team in goals, and so on and so forth. You can speak all day about the brilliance of Danilo Stupar. Totis gets to guard him. And I, personally, guys like Totis are invaluable to teams. He may not put up a ton of goals or be very flashy. Good move there by like Kudis, but nothing doing. But Totis takes on the best player on the other team, no matter where they are. And it is so hard to play defense in today's game. And so a guy like that, who's dedicated to defense, who does everything he can, right? That's his main focus. And lets other people get the credit for offense. As we're going to get an exclusion here. Janovic up top. Ball swings all the way back to the 1 to Stupar. And that's stolen by Iogadis. Short pass there. Good read by Iogadis. Now look at Iogadis go. You're going to see Iogadis on the world stage soon enough. The senior level. This guy is very talented. Giannatos. Exclusion coming. Go against number 9. Looks like Markovic. Totis. Giannatos. They're more of a 3-3. Iogadis is at the 5 post, but kind of sliding out. 2 on the clock. Somebody's got to shoot. Ha-ha! Orestes Zervadakis finds the back of the net. So after having the day off yesterday, Zervadakis gets his second goal in the tournament. The Stanford man cutting the deficit to 1, 5-4, Montenegro leading over Greece. Montenegro back on the attack. Janovic, good entry pass. Hadjic. Oh my goodness, what effort there from Hadjic. He's got Spahis now will be excluded for a delay. I don't think Spahis knew there was a foul there. Stupar. Stupar high-fives Vekris. I love to see that. That's great. That's great camaraderie. These guys have been battling all week. I know they haven't played each other yet, but there's a lot of respect and camaraderie amongst a lot of these players. They see each other a lot on the world stage, be it U18s, U20s, World Cup. I mean, there's all kinds of places that these guys run into each other. They, be it common trainings. There's not as much malice as I think sometimes people make there out to be. And that said, there is some, certainly. Like, there's some teams and players that may not like each other as much as others. A guy like Stupar, he's got friends all over. We're getting exclusion here. That's going to go against Dragovic. Spahis trying another one. Look at Totis. Totis wanting to get himself into the action now. Radanovic gets the rebound, and that ball slips into the end line there. Greece will get a new possession. Iogatis with the ball. He'll probably give that up. Good. Into Spahis. See how threatening Iogatis is? Watch this replay. Iogatis is so good and so threatening. Everybody here knows it, right? So he gets up. Look at 3 guys jump to him, and Spahis is left all alone. And there's nobody in front of him between him and the cage. And so Spahis gets the easiest goal he's ever going to have as Iogatis draws all that attention. So often we focus on the goal when a great pass, a good fake, a good move is what really sets up a goal. There's more than just shooting. We'll talk about that more as the games progress here tonight, because you're going to see maybe the best shooters in the world, certainly at the U20 level. I'm talking overall. Pavlic, Aguirre, Dodd for Team USA. A contra foul there. Janovic never got live. Aguirre for Spain. He's been unbelievable. Pavlic for Croatia. Jurkovic for Croatia has been great. Hungary, you're going to have Balogh, Bolton, Vargavince, Toltandrash. All these guys, some of the best shooters in the world. Look at Spahis make some moves. That's an exclusion every time against Petrovic. Spahis goes left catch, right hand, turn, inside, water, and takes the 5-meter. You got us to take. See what Iogatis does here. He scores. We're tied. 6-6 now. 5 seconds remaining in the first half of play. So Iogatis gets an assist, and then he gets a goal. Give a little, get a little. Nice job there from Apostolos Iogatis. 13 goals on the tournament. That'll take us to the end of the first half of play. Montenegro, Greece, 6-6. Coming up next is the second half of Montenegro, Greece, and right after that, Spain, Croatia. You're not going to want to go anywhere. Our semifinals are about to begin. I'm Wesley Kading with World Aquatics. You're watching the men's U20 World Championships in Zagreb, Croatia. All right, so here we go. 6-6 start of the third quarter. Montenegro, Greece. Placement games, kind of semifinal placement games for 5th through 8th. Winner will be taking on Serbia tomorrow. Loser will take on Italy for 5th and 7th, respectively. Foul trouble to be aware of. Markovic with 2, Petrovic with 2, and that's it. Radanovic being pressured hard by Totis. Totis takes off. Look at Totis fly down the pool. My goodness. He's kind of full looking at me. He's all the way up. And he's still working the middle. Now Laskaridis. Oh, that's not fun. That's not good. Yeah, that's not fun. 5-meter drawn by Laskaridis. That'll go against Radanovic. He swam all the way from the 2-meter line to basically the 1-meter line, and then got turned inside for the 5-meter. Iogatis to take. What a finish there from Iogatis. Jelica thought for sure he had that. He got a piece of it. Iogatis throws a dart to the back of the cage there. So 7-6 Greece. So after trailing 6-2, Greece has stormed back with 5 unanswered goals. 7:23 remaining in the third quarter of play. Totis again after the missed opportunity by Montenegro. Iogatis wide open. Calls for it, gets it, faking. What a rip. Better save by Jelica. Down line now, Janovic goes across the Stupar. Shot there, good field defending, Orestes Zervadakis. Talking to his coaches about Zervadakis, they went on and on about how he's so dedicated to like building power and strength. Big center defender, really focused in on the last couple of years on just getting stronger, very disciplined. Shot there. And there's Zervadakis as he powers it home, just buries it underneath. The other, it's a good pass by Kudis. Greece up 8-6 now on Montenegro. See if Montenegro can respond here. Nikaljevic goes down line. Samajic. Exclusion drawn by Hadjic. Quick to him, and the referee deems it has to come out. Samajic. Nikaljevic all the way around. Dragovic and up top to Markovic. Samajic. Nikaljevic inside. Hadjic tries to wrist it. And Vekris up to the task. Oh, ball just slipped out. Itzakos just threw the ball to the other team. And so they're 2-on-1 here. Hadjic gets his goal. His second of the day. After working hard for the exclusion, he missed the 6-post tip-in. But somehow, I think Pitsakos thought Lascaridis was alert. The coach is yelling at him, get your head up. A few other words I didn't quite understand from the Greek coach. But 7-8 now, Montenegro trailing Greece here. 5:23 left in the third quarter of play. Next up, Croatia versus Spain. Our first of two semifinals. Hungary, USA after that. Like goodies. Stupar over now. Markovic playing with 2 exclusions on him. That looks like Samardzic. Samardzic being pressed by Pitsakos. 4 on the clock. Samardzic got to get rid of it. Matijasevic with the shot, but it gets blocked by Vekris, and the rebound this time does go to Greece. And so Vekris will outlet now like Lascaridis. Good give out to Pitsakos. Great, better save by Bielica. And Giannatos, although way out of position for a lefty, gives the ball to Iogatis. We're going to get a ball out here. This is it looks like a booth-initiated review. And the booth has deemed that the shot there by Lascaridis is a goal. And so, as we talk about, the booth is reviewing every shot. And so a shot like that, the referees did not go in. In a normal case without VAR, that play would just continue. So the shot was deemed not in by the referees. VAR is reviewing every single goal, every single shot like that to ensure, 1, they get the calls right, and 2, they catch as many of these violent actions or over-aggressive plays as possible. That's an instance where the booth initiates the review. The coach doesn't have to challenge it, and so it is then a goal. And we come back the other way, and Hadjic says, that's fine, I can do that too, and he just slams his third goal into the back of the net. And Orestes Zervadakis unable to stop the big man from Croatia. Turnover there. Good steal by Greece. By Montenegro. Stupar outlets now to Matijasevic. He goes all the way across. Long pass. Markovic goes back up top to Perov. Perov looking around. Stupar has the look. Shot there. You can see even from 5-6 meters. That's not nowhere near too far out for a guy like Stupar. And Danilo Stupar gets his second goal of the day. Greece on the attack. 9-9, 3:41 remaining. Lascaridis entry pass there. Skip past Spachis. Perov will take an exclusion. That'll be his first. Giannatos, Lascaridis, Iogatis. All the way down Laikoudis. Laikoudis with the quick trigger here. Lascaridis. Giannatos, Laikoudis. Good defense there. Samardzic tipped it out because it's a pass. So here's something most people are unaware of. if you throw a pass and the defense tips the pass out, you actually keep the ball. So it's the equivalent of you shooting and the goalie tipping it out. But if you throw a pass and a field player tips it out, it's the same thing. Still 6-on-5. Yogatis. What a give up. Lykoudis. Yogatis sets up another beautiful goal. This one giving it off to Lykoudis. He's the beneficiary of Yogatis being an elite shooter himself. Lykoudis, a quick wrist. Look at that. Everybody looking at him. Samardzic at the corner there at the it's like the 5. Just totally watching Yogatis. Unaware. Stupar now. 10-9 Greece. 3:03 remaining in the third quarter of action here. It's been a good one, as most of our games have been. Spahis will take the exclusion, his second on the day. Samardzic, another exclusion coming. Nikolaitis called for that infraction. Montenegro working it around. Markovic gets in on the action, his first goal of the day. 10-10. So each team trading blows back and forth. See if Greece can respond to you. Totis. Totis holding. 8 on the clock. Goes inside. Exclusion coming. Lykoudis on the post up against Samardzic. And it's... Referee will wave off the steal there, and Greece will call a timeout. So that'll be 6-on-5, 2 minutes remain, 2:08 remaining in the third quarter play. We'll be right back. We're back from the timeout. Greece on the attack, 6-on-5, 9 on the shot clock. All the way across now. Tsakos up top. Yogatis, his rip. There's a goal there. That goes off the arm of Perov. Greece 11, Montenegro 10. 1:54 remaining in the third quarter of play. Exclusion coming, that'll go against Giannatos on the turn and drive there from Markovic. Mikhailovic and Markovic playing catch. Mikhailovic, Stupar. Stupar back to Mikhailovic. Markovic. He's got Janovic. Takes it himself. Had Janovic with a clear lane to the goal there. Bekris gets the save and then swims it away from Perov. Shepherding that ball to safety. Finds Lascaridis. Lascaridis tries one for himself. Bielica with the save. Croatian fans already starting to pile in. Steal there. Nice job by Markovic. Mikhailovic flying up the pool. Bielica thinks better of it. Goes to Markovic. To Perov. Perov looking in. Stupar and it looks like Dragovic posting up. Steal there by Lakuris. Perov steals it back. And Janovic. Can Janovic finish here? He cannot. Mikhailovic sprinting for the ball now. Kotis as well. Jump ball. That's the right call there by Peng. Flipped over. Montenegro wins the attempt there. Shot. And Perov from, I don't know, 9 meters. Just goes skip high on Bekris with 6 seconds left in the quarter. 11-11 now. Montenegro and Greece knotted up. Diogatis will come back in. Try to get one last shot off here. They've got extra seats, extra chairs. This is going to be a madhouse for Croatia versus Spain semifinal coming up next. We're 0.7 seconds away from the fourth quarter of play here with Montenegro, Greece. We're knotted up at 11, so this one's not done yet. It's the end of the third quarter play. We'll be right back with our fourth quarter of action right after this. I'm Wesley Kading with World Aquatics. You're watching the men's U20 water polo championships here in Zagreb, Croatia. So Greece gets a shot off there in their first possession, nothing doing. 11-11, 7:33 remaining in the game here. Thank you guys for joining us. We got big semifinals coming up next. Croatia taking on Spain. USA taking on Hungary. Entry pass there, goes dry, and that's a goal. And despite it kind of slipping out of Petrovic's hand there and getting knocked around, ball goes in the back of the net over the head of Bekris. Sorry, it crosses the goal line. I don't know if it made it to the back of the net, but still counts as a goal. Sakos, guarded by Stupar. Totis, Laskaridis, got Georgaris. Sakos. That ball goes off of Stupar's hand in the back of the net. To 12 now. Georgaris and Pitsakos are pacing the Greek team, 3 goals apiece on the other side of it. Hadjic in the middle there. Melvin Hadjic, 3 goals himself. Stupar Janovic with 2. Nikolaidis with 2 for Greece. Montenegro 6-on-5 here. That'll be a 3rd foul on Spachis. He's done for the day. Kaljevic all the way over. Good shot there, but better defense from Totis as he knocks it down. Radanovic with the attempt. Totis goes down the line to Laskaridis. Got us at the top. We'll get an exclusion there. Petrovic just shaking his head like no chance, but it doesn't really matter what Petrovic thinks. Pitsakos all the way across. Laskaridis. Pitsakos, Georgaris, and over the cage. That looks like Angelopoulos. Yeah, Angelopoulos getting some action now. So with Spachis out, Angelopoulos getting a little more PT. Petrovic goes inside. Hadjic, the turn. Good save by Bekris. Blocks that one with his chest. We're going to get the ball out. Challenge here by the Greek coach. We'll have to separate the teams. Looking, was there a tip out by Bielica? VAR review here. They're winding the clock back, which means it's a tip out, Greek ball. 6:04 now remaining. We've gone back in time, everyone. We'll work our way back to the future. Nope. They're going to have to review. Greece was up 6-on-5, and so they got to review where they were in the clock on that. How much time was left, so on and so forth, who was in the box, if you will. So Mikhailjevic will be asked to sit in the corner box. Nope. Oh, they'll throw Petrovic, right? Petrovic was the one. Radanovic moves inside, and away we go. I have no idea. Now we're even. Radanovic. And all that for a half-second pass and turnover. And Montenegro on the counter now. We're back to the future. 5:45 remaining. Good steal there from Bitsakos. Good hands. He's got 3 goals today. As long as it looks like a steal there. They got us down to Totis. Totis earns, and it's a goal. Look at Totis working hard. He finishes. Ooh, a little extracurricular there from Danilo Dragovic. We talked about this before. Historically, international play like this has been at 30 meters, and with the new rules and the change in course size and change in shot clock, all that good stuff, we're down to 25 meters in an 18-second shot clock. 28 to start, and then 18 on a reset. And what it's done is it's created more action, more fast breaks. So we reviewed the statistics earlier this week as we sat with Dr. Mona Tamash, who's the head of officiating and technical adjustments. And we went through it, and at 30 meters, there's really, on average, about 1 fast break per game. As the graphic just showed, there were 5 thus far. And in fact, that's right in line with the statistics we were shown earlier in the week, is that at 25 meters and 28-second shot clock, there are 5 fast breaks per game, which is more action, right? And fast breaks are exciting, and you go down, one on nobodies and try and finish. A lot of pressure there. We're going to exclusion there. That's going to go against Matjasevic. And so, true to form, 5 fast breaks in this game. And it's good to see, right? You're getting more fast breaks. Everybody loves breakaways and exciting, and even in the water still poses a pretty big challenge. Iogadis moving the ball around. Bitsakos inside now to Belesis. And nothing doing there. Iogadis, he'll shoot. He'll miss the cage there, though. Kind of a force rush shot. Perov now with the ball. Kaljevic, Samajic, Perov, Kaljevic wants to go inside to Hadjic. He does. Exclusion coming. Oh, sorry, that was Petrovic underneath there. Gonna pull the ball out. This game is slowed to a glacial pace since 6:16 on the clock. Double exclusion. Okay, so let's see if we can sort this out. Number 8, Bitsakos is kicked out. Number 5, Iogadis is game excluded, so that's a game misconduct. He'll be sent to the showers. There's a challenge. No, he's already challenged one night. Oh, because he won his challenge, yep. And so they're going to review whether or not Iogadis. So Yogatis is coming in off the wing to help on the defense. He goes right to the ball. They're going to... Oh. Yeah, and they'll confirm a full game misconduct there. So Yogatis is done. Spakis is done. 13-12. Greece leading, 4:02 remaining in the fourth quarter of play here. Montenegro 6-on-5, trying to tie things up. Back and forth. Samardzic, bar out. Gets all the way over now to Markovic, and Markovic, it's like, hey, I was open before. Should have given it to me then, but that's fine. I got it now, and I'll put it away. Great sidearm ripper there, back in the net. So 13-13. 3:44 remaining in the fourth quarter. A lot of subs coming in now. Matijasevic, Mikhailjevic, Stupar, Perov. That looks like Petrovic, it is. And Janovic for Montenegro. On the other side, Totis, Laskaridis, Giannatos, Angelopoulos, Pitsakos, and Lykoudis for Greece. Exclusion coming. That one going against Mikhailjevic. His second. And Montenegro survives that. Another quick rip from Greece. Not really taking their time on the 6-on-5. Matijasevic. Montenegro looking to take their lead back. They were leading for a bit of time after the first period and throughout a lot of the second, but Greece went on a run. Oh, and there's a nice double save by Bekris. Matijasevic thought he would be cute there and backhand it. Bekris thought it wasn't so cute and knocked the ball away. Giannatos now on the carry. Here comes Giannatos. He's got numbers across Totis. Totis, he can shoot and does, but a great save by Bielica. Laskaridis. Pitsakos goes inside and ball taken away. Angelopoulos got the tough end of that one as that ball just skipped past him. Janovic with the ball. Timeout Montenegro. 2:12 remaining in the game. 13-13. That's their first. We're going to get a few timeouts here because Montenegro has one remaining after this and Greece has one remaining. So hang on tight. Our next game scheduled to start in 15 minutes. Not sure if we'll get there, but we'll do the best we can here. We'll be right back with the post-timeout play from Montenegro right after this. Montenegro goes to Hadjic early. He draws the exclusion straight out of the timeout. 6-on-5 now, Montenegro. Markovic, Janovic, Stupar, Samardzic, Looking inside, wants Perov, nothing doing. Perov holding his breath for a while. Janovic, Markovic, oh, what a shot. Nothing doing, great save by Vekris. Rebound right to Hadžić, but he couldn't put it away. 13-13, 1:44 remaining. One timeout for each team remaining. Here comes Giannatos. I imagine if we get an exclusion here, and Halopoulos, the center, he's driving in on Perov. If we get an exclusion here, I imagine Greece would call a timeout. Hadžić fouling Laikoudis. Laikoudis again, the quick trigger. He'll shoot from anywhere. There it is. Far out. Montenegro's ball. Janovic collects. Bielica goes to Stupar. Bitsakos defending. Stupar looking down. He's got Samardžić. Finds him. Hadžić holding the 4-5. Laikoudis not the guy you want defending if you're Greece here. Drive by Stupar. Stupar up. Stupar, oh man, they call him for a kick out. Or kickoff, excuse me. Contra foul. Greece has numbers. Greece has numbers. And Halopoulos a little late coming down. Goes to Laskaridis. Laskaridis looking across. Laikoudis driving middle. There's Angelopoulos. And a contra foul there. Stupar up. Stupar up. They go to him. He doesn't see it. And Greece recovers. My goodness. Pass when they're ready, not when you're ready. Foul there. Exclusion coming. That'll go against Markovic. Laikoudis with the ball. Across now, Laskaridis. They're playing 5-on-4. Laskaridis. Laskaridis shoots and he sails it over the cage. Timeout now, Montenegro with one possession left. 13-13, 28 seconds, 29.2 in the game, 28 on the clock. And I'll talk about it. So here we go out of the timeout. Montenegro's ball. They theoretically could run the entire possession of what's remaining in the clock. There's a 1.2 second differential between shot clock and game clock. We'll see if that factors in. Janovic with the ball. We'll go over now. Nikhailjevic. Nikhailjevic holding. Guarded by Pitsakos. He's got Stupar underneath. Stupar trying to post. Stupar has Belesis on him. Janovic, heavy pressure here. That's from Zervodakis. Matijasevic. They've got Stupar. I can't say it any louder. Radanovic. Matijasevic. Nikhailjevic, 4 on the clock. Goodness. Here's the shot. That sails wide. Timeout coming for Greece. 4.6 seconds. There it is. And they'll go down, talk about what they need to do. For the final 4.6, this will go to penalty shootouts if we remain tied. We just may have to just wait a little bit longer for that Croatia-Spain semifinal. We'll be right back with the final moments of regulation here. Greece, Montenegro. So here we go. Greece out of their timeout. 4.6 on the clock. If they fail to score here, we're going to penalties. The stadium is almost at capacity. got a little bit of room behind the goal on the right side here. And by that I mean up in the stands behind the bench. But the seats behind the cage, I don't know if you can see the white shirts behind the cage. To the right there. They're all full, yep. And here comes Greece. That's it. No shot. I'll rule that. And so Greece isn't able to get a shot off. They'll have to go to penalties. They're going to be doing it without Iogadis. And they'll be doing that without Spakis. I'm not sure if Spakis would have shot, but certainly Iogadis would have. Montenegro will be doing it without Markovic. And so look for this to be interesting. 3-minute break. We'll be right back. So Angelopoulos scores. Now Janovic, he scores. 1-1. Totis now. He scores. It's tough. This is tough for a goalie. So it looks like they're going to bring in Rajevic from Montenegro to play goalie. Now shooting for Montenegro, Radanovic. And he scores. Hartzoglu is nearby, right here by our table. The goalies have to stay on this side, away from their teams. And so Zebedakis now. This is interesting. So Rajevic in, a new goalkeeper against Zebedakis, and Zebedakis scores. Now Stupar. Stupar. Sounded like he popped the ball. He threw it so hard. Hits the bar, goes in. So 3 for 3 apiece. And now Laikudis. To me, this is the dangerous one. The fourth one always seems to be the dangerous one. Laikudis here. He's got a quick twitch. He shoots and scores. And so we'll see if Nebojša Petrovic score here. He does, so we're 4 for 4 for each team. Now it's first to miss. Miss, make, miss. From here on out. You can only get 5 shooters. Those 5 shooters will continue to rotate through. They don't change. They just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until we have a winner. Mitsakos, he scores. Rajevic, who's been out for the entire game. Goal. Good finish there by Dragovic, and so we'll start over. Shooter number 1 now. Each team. And Bjelica will go back in the cage for Montenegro. Partsoglu going to go in the cage now for Greece. And Halapoulos. Oh, right over the head of Bjelica. Janovic. Partsoglu now. Block. Excuse me. Goal. Janovic. Totis again. Scores. At some point, I wonder if the goalies just start selling out, meaning they just jump to one side repeatedly until the shooters go to that side. And now here, Radanovic. And Bekris back in. Just like that. So Bekris guessed, look at the right side, but Radanovic got the ball in the back of the net. Zebedakis. 20-20 now. And there's the save. Rajevic with the save. So now Stupar, the young lefty, can win it. And he misses the cage. And so the block for naught, and we're back to even. Rajevic has stayed out now. Bjelica. This is Laikudis. So Zebedakis misses. Stupar misses to win it. Laikudis with the ball now. He misses as well. That's that spot. That's that 4 spot. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is, but it just seems like, I'd have to look, but it just seems like that 4 spot is the tough one. And so now Petrovic, this Petrovic is a little older than the other Petrovic. He scores. Montenegro wins 21-20 after a shootout. Greece will play Italy for 7th. Montenegro will play Serbia for 5th. I don't know how much time we're going to have, but don't go anywhere. Because we've got Croatia versus Spain coming up. And ladies and gentlemen, you are not going to want to miss the talent that's going to be on display here for this first semifinal. You're not going to want to miss either semifinal. I'm Wesley Kading for World Aquatics. You're watching the men's U20 World Championships here in Zagreb, Croatia. Up next, semifinal, Croatia, Spain. The stands are packed. They've got their drinks. Let's get things going. We'll be right back after this.